Welcome. This is Josh Pasmore with Green Earth Vision. Green Earth Vision is a collective of organizations that are whole systems mappers and designers that are building a bridge from the old paradigm to the new paradigm, or from the current lifestyle that we live in into a co-created future. For a long time, we've been waiting on the world leaders to magically transform the world for us and bring us to where we want to go. I think we realized some time ago that this wasn't quite happening in the way that we were hoping. And as time started getting short, many of us took action. And what I want to outlay for you today, that action has been taken and many years has passed. And what I want to outlay for you today is I'm going to cover the what, the how, and the results of which. On a worldly scale, what needs to happen in the world, how can it happen, and what are the results? So there's only two steps for the world, what needs to happen in the world, and then I'm going to get to the next steps, and there's only two of those. So the first thing that needs to happen in the world, a new way of doing business. Right now, we are in a paradigm or a worldview or an organizational structure in which it's force, control, paradigm, bottlenecks, disconnection, and we want to move to one because business is more powerful than governments. Business is everything. If we can transform the way we do business, we can transform the world. So we're moving from bottleneck, disconnected, to connected, and synergy and flow. And how we do that is through what we call Teal Paradigm. It's a super successful worldwide movement. And the basic three characteristics of which being self-organized, purpose-driven, and whole living systems. There's a few things out there for self-organized, which is mostly what we're talking about today. We're providing whole living systems, which is what we're speaking about right now. And purpose-driven is a part of the process, so just know that that's being covered at the same time. So, what happens once we shift into this? Well, imagine stepping out of the blocked paradigm into one where you're self-organized, you're flowing, you're doing your thing, you're living your purpose. You get more flow. The more flow we have and the more we're self-directed and not waiting on others, the less bottlenecks, the more flow, the more our energy can flow. It's not blocked. We're not always waiting. We're not insecure. We're not fighting. We're not waiting on others. The more we're unleashed in that way, the more we're not blocked anymore. We can move forward in life. We can start to live our passions and our purpose. The more we can live our passion and purpose, the more fun we're going to have. And the more fun we're going to have, the more we're going to embody being human and living on the planet. And the more that happens, the more our whole lifestyle changes. And not to mention, moving from consumerism to being a creator, moving from ownership to stewardship, and understanding what is the collective commons. Okay? So once all that's done, we're also free monetarily through judgment, a major block, money, major block. Once those are freed up and opened up, our energy is free and we can flow and we can then start to think about being a part of a whole system. Okay, that's step one. Step two on a world scale, what needs to happen? Reorganizing. Moving from lost soul, no purpose, to purpose-driven, extraordinary human being. How does that happen? How that happens is starting through plan match, tribe match, transformation and onboarding, and matching to those who have a similar worldview, a similar goal, a similar purpose in life, and helping team build and reorganize, team build, and interoperating within a whole system. Sounds like a lot. So let's focus right now. It's tribe match, plan match, onboarding. So the more that we get coherency, I call it coherency because coherency is when one person is saying the same thing the other person's saying. So if I go talk to one teammate and they tell me something about what they're doing, and I talk to another, they're saying the same thing. So it's coherency. We move to a world of coherency. We're saying the same thing. We're not going to be confused anymore. The less confused we are, and not understanding where we are, and lost soul, and having no purpose to purpose-driven, the more alive and abundant we're going to be. The more energy we have. The more energy we have, the more prosperous and alive we're going to be. The more alive we are, the better world we're leaving to our children. The more they can step out of these low energies and what do I do, into what do I do? I'm here. So moving from that mindset into extraordinary. Two simple things. Next steps. What, how, results. First step. Reorganizing. The same steps as what needs to happen in the world. We have built a process over the last many years that will lead everyone through this. So plan match, tribe match for those wanting to live together, plan matches for organizations, for funders, landowners, co-creators to all match towards a common vision, understand how they're working together. So the why has been covered a lot. The what, we all have the same what. We're talking about the how. So taking you through matching first, getting clarity, education, matching, and then empowering through team building and launching, helping activate. So how you do this, you start by going to josh.earthwaking.com. From there, you will see what's the beginning of our team building process, our matching, our coherency. You'll learn about whole systems, super important. Right now, we do not have the map to a whole system. We don't know how an economy works. We just know that the money comes out of the ATM or the bank, and that's our idea of an economy. We don't know what affects it. Some of us might know more than others, but unless you have the blueprint, unless you are the one with the blueprint, you don't know, especially if that blueprint's hidden. So we have a transparent blueprint that from now on, as we step forward, you get to co-create and create your own blueprint in our master planning. And so that's josh.earthwaking.com. After which, the results are you move from defragmented, singular, living by yourself, not living your purpose, into stepping into purpose. We will get you very clear on what your highest potential goal is for the world, and very clear steps on measuring daily your experience, your impact, your essence, who you're being. Align you with others that have the same goal, because if you're contributing to a community and you have different goals, then you're fighting over where those funds go. So gaining that coherency is going to move you from fighting and conflict and confusion into abundance, synergy, coherency, love, trust, tribe, family. The more you have love, trust, tribe, and family, the more you're here as a human, the more you can experience life. The more you can experience life, the more truth and knowledge, because that's what life is an experience. The more truth you have, the more confidence you'll have, the more you'll be happy. The more happy and confidence you have, the more you're living your full potential while you're here. Second step. This has to do with moving the monetary system into the new game, which is going to be funner for everyone. We are building villages, activation centers, experiential centers. An activation center, let me break these down. An activation center is a solutionary center for world solutionaries to come together without be matched and have their purposes matched, so they're not, because you can put a bunch of purpose-driven people in a room and not match them and not have any direction, and you get no results. So having an environment that honors their time and allows these world solutionaries, the rainbow children, the world leaders, the governments, everyone to come in and talk about solutions, not problems. In a clear, open, transparent environment that there is no hidden blueprint. Okay, so because you can't create a solution if you don't have the blueprint, and you can only see the mailman is the problem because he's bringing the wrong mail. That's not whole systems thinking, and we run into a circular problem. So philanthropists, go to greenearthvision.org, and we have funding pools, very clear, open ledger, transparent through the Open Collective, Solution Centered, Synergy Hubs, which is a decentralized, people can come together and do their own little solution centers. There's the activation centers I explained, which also help us birth cities and villages of the future through energetic Jedi training and aligning us to the world we're stepping into. And then experiential centers for people that just want to experience what is this new lifestyle, so that we can continue to bring money and resources into a regenerative economy versus an extractive economy. All right, what else? So philanthropist, greenearthvision.org. There's a solution center, there's Tech Alliance, there's a lot of other pieces you can decide where you want to contribute. You can sign your name up saying I'm interested and I want more information. But we need 30, 50, 100 activation centers now. I mean, I think we all know this is Earth Day, that we're at a critical time. I think with the political events, we know we're at a critical time. So we really need to see who's stepping up. And remember, our matching systems are going to, as you support this, you will support the matching systems, which match. We already have lots of landowners donating land, saying, here, build this new Earth on my land. Come over here. So this doesn't take very much. And you can leave a legacy right now. So legacy, what else are the results? Solution-oriented culture versus problem culture. Leaving a legacy, stepping into an empowered future, creating a planet that's going to be thriving and sustainable from here on out, and not dying and crumbling, but growing and changing and evolving. And whatever we're here on this earth to solve, whatever reason the dinosaurs got wiped out, we could be getting wiped out soon if we don't fulfill what we're here for. So it's time to come together and fulfill together and figure out what we're here for, and start to look at the ancient pasts. What have they been teaching us? How can we use ancient knowledge in our modern future as we work together? And I can go into a whole other conversation about the possibilities here and this infinite game that we're stepping into, and how fun this co-created future can be if we could just get out of this low energy into this high vibrational lifestyle. And this game is going to be funner for everyone. So without further ado, I want you guys to check out our video that's going to follow this. And then, like I said, go to one of those two sites, depending on who you are, and you will get the clues from there. Have a happy Earth Day, everyone, and have an abundant 2020. Thank you.